Hey guys, welcome to another video. So this video is something different today. I've got with me today Gemma, and Gemma is a qualified instructor who messaged me. Well, you can tell them what you messaged me.
So I messaged Pin just asking for a little bit of help and support, really, because I felt sorry, can I stop a sec?
Yeah, can you?
Do I look at it or do I look at you?
Yeah, look at the camera when you speak if you want. Yeah,
right, okay.
That's cool. I'm probably going to leave that in anyway.
Oh, thanks. So I messaged Pin just asking for a little bit of support, because although I've passed all 3 of my driving instructor tests, I still felt that I didn't really know how to teach certain aspects or instruct certain aspects. So I'm doing okay in my driving, and I've got people that have passed their tests, which is great. But yeah, I just felt like I needed a little bit of support.
Right, guys, just that, a qualified instructor reaching out and saying they still need to improve. For me, it's a massive thing, because I train instructors every week, and once they've passed the actual test to become an instructor, I don't see him again. I don't see him again. But you're the other end. You've already qualified, and you had no reason to come on and say to everyone, look, I still feel I need to improve here or there. That just shows me that you're, if not already, you're going to be an awesome instructor.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you might as well use this opportunity as well to promote your driving school a bit as well, Gemma.
So I am GLG Drivers, and I'm based in Olsey, which is for Letchworth Driving Test Centre. So yeah.
And Gemma's contact details, website will be displayed on screen and in the description below. Right then, so the whole aim of this video is to help Gemma improve on what she feels weak on. Okay, so you tell me, what are you struggling with at the moment as an instructor?
So a couple of things, really. So first of all, I know how to do a roundabout, I know how to do crossroads, but I just feel that when I'm with a learner that I don't go into enough detail or be able to put my point across on how to actually do it.
Is that on the move, or when you're explaining what roundabouts are or crossroads are, when you're doing a brief, when you're explaining?
On the brief, so on the briefing when we are coming to do roundabouts, so say, if we're doing right-hand turns, in my head I can picture it and I can see exactly what we're doing. However, from the learner's point of view, they can't do that yet.
Okay, so are you saying when you're actually giving them instructions on the actual roundabout, or before you go on the roundabout, you normally have to explain, instructors have to explain to the learner exactly how roundabout works, what we're going to be doing, how we're going to be doing it. Is it that part, or is it when you're actually on the roundabout giving instructions? What is it? Or is it both?
I think it's a bit of both.
Okay.
On the approach to a roundabout, I feel that I can give the instructions.
Okay.
However, sometimes I feel that I'm a little bit late in doing so, and then it's quite a quick, they're like, and we have to kind of deal with that in the process.
Okay, cool. So the first thing, those of you watching who aren't familiar with this, share. So before, when we start any lesson with a learner, any new topic, we're supposed to give the learner what we call a briefing. So explain exactly, let's stick to roundabouts, exactly what a roundabout is, how you're supposed to approach, what routine you're supposed to use, where you're supposed to signal, what lane you're supposed to select, all that information, which can take a bit of the lesson time, okay, but it is important information. And when we train people to become instructors, as you would have had in your training, I think these briefings take a massive chunk of the the training. Me, I saw that a couple of years ago. That's why I designed my course, the Ultimate Driving course. And so when the briefing part, it's just totally done now. It's like we don't really spend any time explaining much. We just ask a few questions. I always get the learners to watch the video. It's got everything explained in there, all the information they need, not too much, not too little, and a lot of our instructors use it as well. So when I'm training instructors, we don't really sit there explaining briefings, because they watch the videos and they've got all the information. So that part cuts that out. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give you access to that.
Yeah, okay.
Free of charge because you've travelled all the way.
Oh, thank
yeah,
you.
you're gonna have access to that.
Yeah.
No problem. It's just like, honestly, that was the whole point because when I used to sit at the back and watch instructors give lessons as well, some of them used to go on for about 15-20 minutes, and I could tell that he was still quite confused. Yeah, and I wanted to get rid of that, and it worked.
Yeah.
So that part with the briefings, like I said, I'll give you access to the course. That'll just sort that issue out.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So now going on to a roundabout, I'm going to put you on the spot here now.
Okay.
So say we're approaching a roundabout, and I want to turn right and take the third exit.
Okay.
Yeah. What would your instructions to me be? So you're going to fully talk me through what to do.
Okay, so if I was to fully talk through someone, we would speak about quite a good distance away from the roundabout. Okay, so we're going to be taking the third exit right at the roundabout.
Yeah.
Looking at the sign as well to make sure we can see where on the roundabout it is.
Yeah, let's leave the signs out for now.
Okay.
Yeah, because when someone's doing roundabout for the first time,
Yeah.
we're not going to ask them to look at any signs or anything. It's going to be too much,
Yeah.
maybe too much for the learner. Yeah.
Okay.
So just your instructions on what to do. Yeah.
Okay.
So go on.
Yeah, so then it would be checking your centre right mirror,
Yep.
making sure it's safe to do so, indicate to go over into the right hand lane.
Good.
Yeah, I'll put me on the spot. So embarrassing. And then we're going to start to take our foot off the accelerator, start to brake down to the appropriate speed, and then select the correct gear. Looking to the roundabout. So we want to almost look at the roundabout as a whole so we know what's coming up, but also looking to the right to make sure that it's safe for us to go. Then if it's safe to go, then we come back off the brake onto the gas. If it's not safe to go, then brake, clutch back into first.
Yep.
So that we have to stop.
Yeah, and now we've entered the roundabout. Yeah, it's safe to enter. We've entered the roundabout. Carry on with your instructions.
Okay, so we're staying quite close to the inside of the roundabout, so we're almost hugging the roundabout. Going past the first exit, second exit. Once we've gone past that second exit, we're checking our centre left, indicating left, moving over to that left lane and getting coming off at that exit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think you'll have this much time though on the roundabout?
No.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happens. I sometimes get learners that will say to me like, wow, that's just so quick. Yeah, so it's just...
Yeah, it is a lot of information for the learners taking as well. Yeah. So, with our instructions, we've got to keep them short and precise.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing, only take learners onto these roundabouts, especially the bigger ones where you're turning right, when the learners are actually ready, when they can deal with normal T-junctions. Yeah. And they're quite capable of handling the car. You don't want to be taking a learner onto a roundabout when they're steering is still all over the place and that. Yeah. Okay, that's going to just make it a lot harder. So would you say the part you're struggling with is giving the instructions in time?
Yeah, given the instructions in time, absolutely, yeah. And sometimes getting my words all muddled up because I think sometimes I might explain it maybe too much.
Yeah.
Like you said, it needs to be quick.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. But with the instructions, I find that especially when you start with the junctions, when you first teach someone junctions, there's a lot of instructions to give and there's not that much time because the car's moving. Well, when you're teaching something like moving a car from a stationary position, it's easy because you have a lot of time. The car's not moving. But when the car's on the move and you have to give those instructions out, and the learner's at the beginner stage, where they won't always listen to every instruction as well, that is probably the most difficult part. Yeah. Okay, so how do you find your instructions on junctions, T-junctions?
I think they're okay. Where I kind of use in our local area, that it's like a square, so we can able to kind of have those, and I really know the area quite well, so I know when to start giving those.
That does make it easier. Knowing your area, I always say to instructors, make sure you're familiar with the area where you're teaching. It just makes it much easier. Because today you're going to be doing it in a different area. And it is going to be a bit more challenging for you. Okay, right. So apart from instructions on roundabouts, anything else that you feel?
So when you first get a new learner that's not driven before, I feel okay with you know, being able to support them in getting to move the car, bring the car to a stop, you know, their mirror checks, all the basic things, you know, when they're able to take that time. But then once they've kind of moved onto more of a main road, they tend to all be a little bit scared and nervous, which is absolutely understandable. But they might just kind of stop the car, or, you know, when a car's like way in front and there's no need to do that. So just kind of supporting them in, actually it is okay, you can drive, and them to kind of know that all of the other drivers out there, they know they're following the same rules of the road as what we are.
Yeah, but sometimes it is, like you said, it's going to be giving the learner that information is one thing, but the learner taking in, because it's their first time out on busy roads and that as well. Yeah, so what you're saying is just getting a learner from the quiet roads out to the busy roads. And making it a bit easier for them. Okay, right. So what we'll do, we can split this into two videos. The first one, let's go on to some roundabouts and junctions. Let's see what your instructions are like. And then we can do another one on taking a learner from a quiet road onto a busy road, and what you can do to make it a lot easier for yourself and the learner. And guys, obviously this video is on the main DJ and Driving School channel, but I also created a channel, it's been I think over a year now, which I haven't really posted much on. It's for people who want to train to become driving instructors. So any of you that are interested in this kind of content, please subscribe to that channel. It's called DJ and Instructor Training. Right then, Gemma, are we ready? Yeah,
let's do this.
So we're going to come up to some T-junctions, roundabouts on the way. On the way to roundabouts, we're going to come up to some T-junctions. So the instructions, there's a lot of similarity in when you're doing T-junctions and roundabouts. So if you do come up to a T-junction, I'm going to ask you to give me fully guided instructions. Just to see if there are any weaknesses there.
Okay.
Ready? So I won't make any faults that are dangerous or anything. Okay. I'm going to be totally safe. With the driving. You won't always get that with the learners, obviously. Okay. So just so you're aware of that. Okay. This is just checking out your instructions. So at the end of this road, I'd like you to turn me right, please.
So at the end of the road we're going to be turning right, so if you check your centre right mirror and pop on your indicator, so right indicator, start to move over towards the right hand side of the road, start to slow down, clutch down and into the correct gear, start bringing it to first gear. See, it's coming, it's a lot there, so you want to be looking both ways, so we want to look to the right, to the left, and you're going to start to creep and creep and peep. Making sure it's safe. When it's safe to do so, you'll then start to move the car out to the right. And then checking all your mirrors and making that progress.
Okay, so how do you think that went?
So many words there.
You know what? Fair play to you for putting yourself on camera and doing this.
It's hard.
It's not easy at all. Okay. Your instructions. Sorry, I'll let you assess that first.
Okay. So I think I'm almost talking in full sentences, and I think it needs to be okay. So mirrors, centre left, centre right. Right indicate, I think it needs to be those words.
Well, what I normally say, to trainee instructors is, you know, when you're teaching a new topic, the learner's you're gonna give the learner what we call the first level of help, which is fully talking them through it. It's called fully guided, and at that stage, just imagine the learner is like a voice activated robot. Whatever you say, they're going to do. So you've got to be precise. So you know when you said pop on your signal, it should be 2 words, signal right.
Okay.
Okay, so the less words you have, the easier it's going to be for you as well. So for example, if I was turning left at these lights, I'd be like, obviously there's traffic in front now, but I'll just give you an example. I'd be like, check your centre mirror, left mirror, signal left, and then gently brake. Obviously here I'm putting the clutch down, yeah, but on a normal left turn I'll be gently brake, keep your normal position, brake a bit more, clutch down, select first gear and stop at the giveaway line and check both sides. If it's safe, now move and then check both mirrors. Just be a bit more precise with those instructions, yeah. Okay. So same on roundabouts, but we can already tell you just probably making it a bit more difficult for yourself by adding too much words.
Yeah, absolutely. No wonder why I get sore throat sometimes. It's really hard to like not check all the mirrors.
How do you find work as an instructor?
I really enjoy doing it. It's something I kind of fell into. So when my daughter was turning 17, I was looking for an instructor, and I just thought, I could do this, and went for it, and here I am. So but I absolutely love it. So
I always tell everyone who asks, I think it's a brilliant career.
Yeah, it is. It's good fun.
And on that note, anybody that's interested in becoming an instructor, guys, you can get in touch with us at DGN. We are looking to grow now into different areas.
Oh, there you go.
Right, Gemma, after this left turn, we're going to be coming up to our first roundabout, yeah?
Okay.
And at this roundabout, we're going straight ahead and taking the second exit. Okay. So I want you to guide me through that. Okay,
so we're going straight ahead, second exit at the roundabout. Mirrors centre left. No indication. Coming off the gas, start to brake. Select the correct gear, so in second, clutch down second. Looking to the right. There. See, it's so hard.
Okay, right. So, you know that part that you missed there was you told me to look to the right, but you've got to tell me whether I'm stopping or going. Because at this point, the learner's not going to have that judgment, are they? Yeah. So, you know that part where you're telling me to stop or go, Is that a high risk situation or a low risk situation?
That's a high risk.
That's it. Yeah. So so for example, on the approach, if you forget to guide them to check their mirrors and that, okay, we can work on the next one. But these kind of things, if you miss out, that's where you're going to end up going for the brake. And then, but that's not the learner's fault. It was because we were lacking in our instructions there. Okay, so let's try it on the next one. Straight ahead, second exit again.
Okay, so straight ahead, second exit. So mirrors centre left. Starting to brake. Clutch down second gear. Looking to the right. Bring it safe to go. Coming off the brake onto the gas. Check your centre left. Indicate left.
That was better.
Thank you. It felt a bit better actually.
Good. On the next one, we're turning right and taking the third exit. This is going to be quite challenging now.
Thank you. Okay, so mirror centre right, signal right, move over if it's safe. Off the gas, start to brake, select second gear. Checking in to the right on the roundabout, see if it's safe. So stop the car, so brake, clutch, into first. Check again, making sure it's safe, and so it's safe, off you go. So now check in centre left, signal left, moving over lane and exit the roundabout.
Okay. Right, so I'm going to give you a bit of an example on this one, Okay, so we're turning right, taking the third exit, which is U-turn, centre mirror, right mirror, signal right, gently brake, select the right hand lane on approach, second gear we've already in, look to the right, it's safe to go because the bus is going that way, keep to the inside, this is exit 1, stay to the inside, this is exit 2, check your centre mirror, left mirror, signal left, check that left mirror again, it's safe to move over so we can move over. So tell the learner that when we're checking the mirrors, we're checking if it's safe or not, okay, to move over. This one, let's have no instruction on that, but how are you feeling after doing those few roundabouts?
A bit better, I think. Even just saying things like signal left or signal right, it's much easier, than saying, so pop on your signal and, where are we going, all of that. So I think, absolutely, makes it a bit easier.
What I'll do is I've got all the wording written down for junctions. Yeah. Short and precise, and I normally give that to training instructors to revise, so they've got the correct wording there.
Okay. That'd be helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. So this roundabout, I want you to turn me right and take the third exit, which is a U-turn. Yeah. Okay. Go.
Okay. So mirrors centre right, signal right, off the gas, starting to brake, clutch down into second. Looking to the right, looking if it's safe to go. Yes, it's safe to go. Off the brake, onto the gas, staying close to the inside of the roundabout. That's your first exit there. Check your centre left, indicate left, and exit the roundabout.
Which exit did I say?
Yeah, I thought that as I was coming round.
That's it.
I expected it to be that way.
No, but if we were taking the second exit, that was really good.
Yeah.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah.
Right, third exit at this roundabout. So I'll do this lane change.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a little bit easier.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so mirror centre right, signal right. We're a little bit early yet, so let's try again. Okay, so mirrors centre right, signal right, off the gas, start to brake gently, clutch down into second. Looking to the right on the roundabout, we're seeing if it's safe. We can also see the car in front of us. Okay, yep, it's safe, so off the brake, start to put on your gas. Hugging that roundabout, stay on the inside, that's the first exit. That's the second exit. Then we're going to check our centre left to make sure it's safe, indicate left, and exit the roundabout. Check all three mirrors and start to make that progress.
Well done. Right, one thing I want you to add to that, you know when you're getting me to move over?
Yeah.
Yeah, from after we do the mirrors and signal, after we're on the roundabout, I want you to tell me that it's safe, so move over to the left-hand lane. Okay.
So it's safe, move over to the left.
Okay. That just gives the learner that bit of reassurance, and they know that it's got to be safe before they decide to move over. Okay. Apart from that, it was really good.
Thank you. It felt better that time.
Good. I like the part normally where I'm allowed to make mistakes, because I said I'm not making mistakes at the moment.
Thank goodness. Wait until you do. So much.
Because obviously learners are always going to end up making more mistakes. Like when you give them instruction, I'm listening to you at the moment, it can be a lot for them to take in as well.
Yeah.
So they won't always listen. Sometimes you might have to repeat it as well. So right, third exit, which is a U-turn.
Yep, okay. So mirrors, centre right, signal right, off the gas, brake, gently, clutch down second, looking to the right. Safe to go. So off the brake, hugging the roundabout, staying next to it. So that's exit 1. And then we're still staying close to that roundabout. Exit 2. Check your mirrors, centre left, indicate left, it's safe to go. Exit the roundabout.
That's it. Safe to change your lanes. Yeah. Okay. Good. You see, we can compare it to this. You know, if they've done dual carriageways before, it's like when they change lanes on dual carriageways.
Yeah.
I normally get my lanes to do this: change into the right-hand lane, then move back to the left when it's safe.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're doing on the roundabout.
Okay.
It's a lot harder because
you're on
it's curved. Okay. Because this is exactly what we're doing. We're going from that lane to that lane, aren't we? On the roundabout. Right. So once more. Actually, obviously, I've left you a little bit late. So after we enter the roundabout, just talk me through the approach. But about that lane change.
Okay.
And the mirrors. Okay.
So that's exit 1. Just staying close to the roundabout. Exit 2. Okay, check centre left, signal left. Safe to change lanes. And exit the roundabout.
Brilliant. That's it. Good.
Thank you. Yeah, so safe to change lanes rather than safe to go is much better than.
Yeah. Well, you were saying let's just exit the roundabout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just slight change in wording, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, you can watch this back as well.
Yeah.
We'll do a couple more, and then we'll change it up a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
That'd be so cringy watching that.
What could you do, yeah, if learners say to you, oh, when I'm checking my mirrors, yeah, I can't tell if it's safe or not.
I'd ask them whether.
So when they're on the roundabout, when we're taking, say we're taking the third exit like we've done, and we're going from that after that second exit when they have to move over, yeah, and they're like, oh, when I check my mirrors, I find it difficult to check to judge if it's safe or not.
Okay. I don't know. You put me on the spot. How do they know if it's safe to?
Yeah. So if they've got an
check?
issue,
So can you see any cars in that?
Yeah. So that's the part that when they do see a car, they find it difficult to assess if it's safe or not.
So I suppose knowing the distance and where it is.
Yeah, but then knowing the distance, good. Yeah, and seeing how far it is, checking their speed, but
yeah.
How much time do they have to do that? When they get to the second exit?
Like a half a second.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So what you could do is get them to check their mirrors at every exit.
Oh, okay.
And ask them, is anybody behind? Is anybody in the left-hand lane?
Okay.
That improves that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, but get them obviously to do the roundabouts first, get their handling correct on roundabouts, and you'll find a lot of learners when they do check their mirrors, but when you ask them what's there, they don't really they haven't assessed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that just helps their judgment and how to assess.
Okay.
Like I'm always asking, what's behind us? How far are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And with that, they're always checking and assessing. Because a lot of learners, they'll check the mirrors just for the sake of it because we tell them to check it, but they won't really know what's going on. It's like now, what colour car's overtaking us? They'll be like, oh, where?
Yeah.
Even though they've just checked their mirrors. So.
Yeah.
Okay, shortly we're going to have a roundabout coming up, and at that roundabout, I'd like you to turn me right and take the third exit. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to be turning right, third exit at the roundabout. I don't know where the roundabout is.
It's just coming up after. Yeah.
Okay, so mirrors centre right, signal right, and if it's safe, move over to the lane. That's a little bit early.
Go.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So starting to come off the gas, starting to brake gently, clutch down into second gear. I'm going to be looking to the right, but just slowing down just a little bit more, just because these bushes are here, and it's safe. It's a hug in that roundabout. Check your mirrors, so centre left. Second exit, check your mirrors again, centre left, indicate left, and move, change lanes. And then that was that. Right, okay. Okay, so you tricked me there, didn't you? Yeah, because that was like a 2-lane one coming in.
Okay, so with that, when you say 2-lane one,
so like we were on that inside one, which is fine because we can go round and exit on that inside lane, but then the other car was kind of coming in.
Yeah, that was that car's fault really. They shouldn't be coming in like that. Yeah. Okay, so that it was smaller than the roundabout we did earlier. Yeah. Just the instructions there. When you've entered the roundabout, say to the, like you've been saying, yes, that's exit 1. Yeah. That's exit 2. Yeah, this time you left it with the second exit. You left it a little bit late. Yeah. Yeah, and by the time you got me to check my mirrors and signal, we were still, in your words, still hugging the roundabout.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And when you want to use that term, hugging the roundabout, that's what you're saying. Yeah. That's absolutely fine, but make sure you explain to the learner beforehand. When I say hugging the roundabout, I mean stick to the right hand lane.
Okay.
Yeah. Stick to the right hand lane. Okay. So these terms, the wording. To be honest, you can use any wording as long as it makes sense to you and the learner. Yeah. Okay. I've had instructors use some wording which I've never heard before. Yeah. I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Yeah. Okay, but to them, they think it's quite obvious. Yeah. Some learners will get it, some won't. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, what do you think so far? What do you think you needed to work on, and what do you think was the cause of your slight struggle, I'd say, on roundabouts? I
think definitely the wording, like you said. So a I could feel myself getting all jumbled up with my words as I was speaking. By the end of the day, I was all over the place.
Yeah.
So definitely keeping it more short and sweet, more direct. So like you said, you know, with that robot thing, so signal right, like that's what you need them to do.
Yeah.
So instead of
that's it. Personally, I think that was it really.
Yeah.
Okay. Overall, the timing of the instructions at this roundabout, when we did it, you were like, oh, that was way too early. That wasn't way too early for the lane change. That's fine, because you got to change lanes early on. Just like that timing of lane change was good. Just remember, after that lane change, I did cancel my signal. Just remember, you got to start the whole process again. Okay, because if they do change lanes a little bit early, obviously that signal was for the lane change initially. People behind might think you got that on by accident. So it's good to cancel it and just start your routine again. Okay. Anything else that you think you need help on the roundabouts?
No, I think that's okay. And we've got, so where I am over in Letchworth, obviously you're not that aware of it. So we've got things called longabouts.
Okay.
So basically like a squashed roundabout. So it'd just be the same for that, but they're just much longer, I suppose. And just knowing that area, I think. So.
Good. Another thing that we can do in a separate video is, like I said, which I enjoy, is me making faults on roundabouts. Okay. And seeing how good you are at spotting faults and sorting them out.
Okay.
Because that's another. I think that's probably one of the most challenging things for new instructors. Not spotting the fault, because with experience you can always spot when a learner's doing something wrong. But it's about how to sort it out. The correct method of sorting it, not just telling a learner, oh, that was wrong, do it this way. It's about analysing the fault. Well, I don't want to get into that, because that's another whole subject in itself. So this video, the first video, we're going to end here, and we're going to do another one on like you said at the start, how to get a learner from a quiet road onto a busy road. I'm going to see what you do, and then I'll tell you how I would do it. And guys, like I said earlier, any of you that are interested in these kind of videos, please subscribe to the other channel, DJ and Instructor Training. And any of you that are learning to drive and are in the area of Letchworth, this is your instructor there. Okay, right. And like always, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.